Folks, we are going to do a half-an-hour series of sun salutations, starting with the classical sun salutations, slowly, so you've got time to build, then shifting into a more intense batch with fewer movements, but demanding more strength. Shifting to a third batch, which bring in new movements and double the amount of strength postures. So for those who are in the know, loosely speaking, we're starting with classical sun salutations, then we're shifting to something similar to Ashtanga Series A, then to something along the lines of Ashtanga Series B. I don't practice Ashtanga yoga. I mean, I barely practice actual yoga. What I do is always bodyweight training oriented. These movements are great if you're needing to, really wanting to do a quick practice that will help you find a bit more fitness, a bit more mobility. It's going to challenge you, but it's not going to take too long. You have to take rest days when you do work like this if you're not accustomed to training. So for an average person, there's plenty of work here. You can stop at the end of each set. You do not need to do the full half an hour. You can do the first set, the first two sets, all three. If you do all three, it's going to be a really good workout for most people. And for those of you for whom you're already doing a lot of training anyway, it's going to be a really great warm-up to get your day rolling, to get you into training. So for example, I'm going to do some training this afternoon. I was feeling really cold and stiff. This is my perfect way, forcing me to do something that's going to get the blood pumping and wake up the major muscle groups. So step to the top of the mat. Keep in mind, there's minimal cues. I can't offer all the variations for everyone. So this is for a more experienced practitioner, even if you're, it's just to do with how many of my classes you've been to, how many yoga classes you've been to. Swap out whatever you need to make these work for you. So experienced movement practitioners. Top of the mat, any standing posture that's comfortable for you. Have your feet where they feel most stable, where your root body has room to settle into the ground. Gently draw the belly in, grow tall through the crown of the head, shoulders down. 3 deep breaths. Maybe a little squeeze of the glutes, the thighs, as well as the abdomen and the pelvic floor. You can pulse and release when you need to. And let's go. Inhale, circle the arms up. We're going to take one breath in each of these postures. Reach up, you can reach back a little bit if you're feeling warm enough. Maybe gaze between the fingers, optional. Take a breath. On your next exhale, soft forward fold. Really deep bend in the knees. It doesn't matter which direction your arms go in. Just make sure that the hips are drawing back, knees are deeply bent. Head is relaxed. One more breath. You can have blocks under your hands here if you need them. Inhale for your halfway lift, hands to shins, nice long spine. Shoulders back and down. Exhale, standing forward fold. Remember, you can use your hands to pull the soft part of your belly up to give you a better fold, a more comfortable stretch, a nicer, deeper stretch. If it feels good for you, you can just use your muscles to pull the belly up as well, if that's possible. Do a combination of the two, ideally, whatever you need. When you're ready, we're going to step the right foot back as far as you can take it into a low lunge. Lower the right knee down, flatten out the foot, make sure the left knee is over the ankle or behind it. Inhale, sweep your arms and your body up and sink your hips. Open up for crescent moon. It's a chance for you to get used to these movements before we flow. Just a reminder, remember you're experienced anyway. You can sink here. One more. And on your exhale, circle the arms down. And step back to downward facing dog. Tuck the toes. Step back. You could be in tabletop here. Breathe. One breath. And we're going to bring this forward to plank. It can be knees up or knees down, but make it really strong. We're going to hold for a count of 3, 2, 1. If you're in tabletop, it's cat-cow for you next. Otherwise, lower to the floor, 3 mini cobras to start with. So 3 cat-cows or 3 mini cobras. Inhale to lift your heart. Exhale down. Back bending. Keep the chest open. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Tuck the toes. Make your way back to plank. Downward facing dog. Typically, we have just a little bit more time in dog here, so people working at a different pace can all catch up. And if you're working very quickly, this is a good place to be because it's not too strong, but it's strong enough that you can have a stretch and pedal whatever you need. Remember, in dog, you can always fidget to stretch out. Swing the heels around, pedal the legs. When you're ready, you can either walk your feet forward or pick your right leg up high. So walk forward to ragdoll with bent knees, or pick your right leg high, and let's have scorpion just to warm up the hips a bit. So open the hips to the right, let your foot dangle over to the left, shoulders stay in line, have a couple of ankle circles if you're here. Otherwise you're in ragdoll, just waiting for us to catch you up. Then square off your hips, keep the right leg high, and either walk your feet forward or step your right foot all the way forward between your hands. You're going to bring those shoulders over the wrists to make that happen. Left foot forward, fold. Always have this fold. Do not fling yourself up at the end of your sun salutation. Inhale, reach up. We're going to go straight down every time. Exhale, soft forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Step the left foot back. We are going to hold this present move as we did the last one. Lower the left knee. Right knee is over the ankle or behind it. Inhale, circle up, reach the ceiling, maybe gaze up. Just have a breath. On your next exhale, sweep the arms down. Step back to downward facing dog or tabletop. Pedal if you need to, anything you need. We're going to sweep this forward to plank. We're going to hold it for a count of 3. Roll it forward. We don't normally hold the plank here, but we're going to help warm up. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Lift your heart just one time. Open up. Come up as high as you want to as your back warms. Lower down. Tuck the toes. Plank. Downward facing dog. So you can just tuck the toes and lift to downward facing dog. We're going to come forward shortly. You can walk your feet forward, or you can have scorpion on the left side if you took it on the right side. So when you're ready, left leg comes up, walk forward to ragdoll, if not, soft forward fold. Left leg comes up, open the hip, so the left foot dangles over to the right. Really let the body tip, but keep the shoulders as square as you can, gazing out under the left armpit. A couple of shoulders, ankle circles. Here. When you're ready, square off the hip. And then exhale, round your left knee forward. Make space. Step the right foot forward. Fold. You can always walk your feet forward. We're just going to hold this fold for another breath. When we start ramping this up, you will always have the choice to walk your feet forward, step, big step, or a couple of steps forward, or you can hop, bunny hop, or float, whatever makes sense for you, or anything in between. As long as you get to the front of the mat, it doesn't really matter how you get there, as long as it's safe and you enjoy it. When you're ready, inhale to reach up. Moving straight back down. Same thing, but we're going to float. Exhale, soft forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, standing forward fold. Take out the downward facing dog. Oh no, we're going to keep it in. We're going to step the right foot back. Sorry guys. Right foot back. Lower the right knee. Inhale, circle up. Crescent move. Sorry. Exhale, hands down. It wouldn't be me if I got something wrong, would it? Step back to downward facing dog. Have a breath, and when you're ready, inhale forward to your plank. Let's hold it still for 3, 2, knees can be down, 1. We're lowering to the floor. So you can tip forward onto your tiptoes and then lower to the floor. Don't do it if it hurts your hands or elbows. Inhale, lift your heart, back bend. Could be doing cat-cow here. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes. Press up. press back, downward facing dog. One breath. Make it a long breath. Put the right leg high or walk forward. Step it through. Step the left leg through. Standing forward fold. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, soft forward fold. You can take a break if you need to. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the left leg back, horizontal bow. Lower the left knee. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, hands down. Step back to downward facing dog. When you're ready, inhale forward to plank. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Tip forward and lower down. Lift your heart. Downward facing dog. Just keep breathing through these movements. Hold here. Left leg high. Step it through or walk forward if you're not lunging. Standing forward fold. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, hands to heart, pause. We're going to do another round of those because they are the most accessible to the most people before we ramp it up. Also, it gets much quicker when you get to the next set. So we are going to ramp this up a little bit. Option to keep your knee high in the lunge, which is more of a balance. We're going to take away that first downward facing dog, which is where I got tangled up last time. So let's go. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hinge from hips. Step the right leg back. And if you're thinking of keeping that knee high, press the heel away really strongly. Bend the front knee, find your gazing point in front of you, and then release the hands to come up. Or just hold in your lunge with your fingers to the ground is really good as well. When you're ready, exhale, hands down, step back to plank. So keep your back foot where it is. Take your left foot to meet it. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift forward, lower to the floor, or Chaturanga, your halfway low plank. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale to round. If you know, Chaturanga means coming down halfway, floating, and then pushing through to come up into your back bend. Lovely. You can either walk, step, or hop to the front of the mat, your choice. You ready? Make your way forward. Hold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, circle down. And again, inhale up. Savor the movements. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hinge. Step the left leg back. Either lower the right knee or keep it left knee or keep it high. Inhale, reach up. Crescent lunge. Exhale, hands down, step back to plank. 5, optional. 4, keep pressing, belly up. 3, tight. 2, 1. Either lower or tip forward for Chaturanga. And then lift your heart for your back bend. Chaturanga, low plank. Hovering, very strong. Exhale to round back to downward facing dog. Breathe. Walk, step, or hop to the front of the mat. When you're ready, inhale, circle up. So you can stop here if you wanted to. If you want to carry on, do one more of those before we move on to the hardcore set. Carry on with me. Exhale, soft forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back, right leg. Come into your crescent lunge or your crescent moon. Exhale down. Step back to plank. We're not going to hold. Lower to the ground or Chaturanga. Inhale to lift your heart, nice and fluid. Exhale, round to dog. When you're ready, finish your breath. walk, step or hop to the front of the mat. Soften down. Inhale, circle up. All the way back down. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Step the left leg back, either crescent moon or crescent lunge, your choice. Lift, open up. Enjoy the movements. Exhale down. Even if you're tired, savor these last drops. Step back to plank. Lower to the ground or half plank. Inhale, lift your heart, low plank. I was getting confused. Round to dog, hold. Settle in, have a stretch if you need to. Give yourself time to check in. We will pick up the pace. The next 3, there won't be any lunges. They go much more quickly, but they are, there's less in them. They just move much more quickly, that's all. So you can check in, see how you feel. Look to the front of the mat. Make your way forward. Standing forward fold. Pause. Can you just check how bendy the backs of your legs are feeling? Do you need to keep a bend in the knees? How are your hands? How are your wrists? You need to stop. Stop here. Inhale, circle up, reach for the ceiling. Ready to go. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. There's no dog here. Exhale, lower down, make your way back to plank. You can jump back to Chaturanga, to low plank, or you can step back to high plank and then lower. So shoot your legs back, lower towards the ground, maybe all the way to the ground, and then your back bend. Take your time, we're meeting dog. Exhale, round to downward facing dog. So if you're jumping back to Chaturanga, it doesn't take very long to get through these. If you're stepping back to plank and then lowering down, you need to take your time and do it properly so that you don't jar your back. Keep your belly pulling in. Gaze to the front of the mat, either step, walk or float to the front of the mat. Find your way. Inhale, circle up. 2 more like that. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step or jump back to plank or Chaturanga. When you're down, lift your heart for your back bend. Your back should be warm now, so back bend should feel reasonably good. Make your way to downward facing dog. Then have a couple of breaths, so meet you here if you're going more slowly. When you do these daily, they sort of leave an imprint in your bones. You become very accustomed to these movements. And even if you don't do them daily, they form a big part of any kind of flowing body weight practice. These movements are really useful. Animal flow, calisthenics, you see them all over the place. Yoga, they're just good movements. When you're ready, come forward. Remember, you can still make all your adaptations, knees down, soft knees. Inhale to circle up. You can have tabletop. Last one, exhale, hinge from hips. Come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, make your way back. When you've hinged, back to your plank or your Chaturanga. Lift your heart, back bend. Exhale, down facing dog. So each of these movements is a Vinyasa on its own. They call it, in the yoga practice, they call it a Vinyasa. It's a useful shorthand. It doesn't actually mean anything. In Sanskrit, a lot of yoga can be quite misleading the way it's taught in the West. The word Vinyasa means flow. It doesn't actually refer to these particular movements, but it's a good shorthand for these movements for some people. When you're ready, look forward, hop, or walk or step forward. When you're ready, inhale, circle up. Pause, bring your hands down, check in. So just come back to the breath. Most people would find that quite a challenging 20 minutes. It builds. So take a moment, shake off, check in, how do you feel? We're going to do 2, maybe 3, I think probably 2, where we ramp it up. You're warm enough. The next ones are, each series is longer, but it involves warrior one. So just as a reminder, as whoever you are, if you're waiting, you're just coming back to the breath. Warrior one means hips square with the short edge of the mat. One leg forward with the knee bent, and the other leg is back and turning out to the side. That's a shorter step than a lunge. A lunge can go very wide and very deep. Most people's warrior one, well, mine is, but other people's tend to be a little bit more shallow. And then from here, you take your arms up. So it's similar to doing the lunges, but more is better for more people. But the sequence is very challenging for lots of ups and downs. Just follow along with me, see how you go. The more you practice, the more it'll come. Probably 2 of these, I think it might be enough. Let's see how we feel at the end of them. We need a chair. So inhale, take the arms up. A chair pose, I meant. Take the arms up. Exhale, sit back into your chair. Nice and strong, looking down at your toes. When you're ready on an exhale, hinge from hips, take fingers down. Inhale for your halfway lift. All of this is the same as the last one. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Back to plank, your way back, lower down, lift your heart, back bend. Back to downward facing dog, work with the breath. When you're ready, pick up your right leg, take it high, step it forward, doesn't need to go all the way between your hands. Turn the left leg out to the side, turning to the left. Inhale, come up, warrior one. Hips are forward, warrior two's the other one. Arms come down, we're going back to plank again. Lower to the ground or halfway, hover. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Going to do the left side, left leg lifts. Step it through. Think of cat pose as you round forward. Right leg out to the side. Inhale, float up, open up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, plank. Shift to the ground or halfway. Back bend. Down facing dog. Pause, breathe. How did that feel? It's a lot in it. It's a lot of movement. If you're not used to it, it's a lot of movement. If you love that sort of strong, energetic, fluid feeling, it's pretty nice. You don't want to do loads of them. You might do 5, at a push. When you're ready, look to the front of the mat, walk, step, or hop forward, another chair. Bend the knees, sit the bum back, keep looking sort of forward and down. You should be able to see your feet. We're going to go straight into the next set. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hinge. Make your way back to plank or Chaturanga, low plank. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. We're going pretty fast, so take your time if you need to. Right leg forward, left foot out to the side. Warrior one. Inhale, open it up to the ceiling. Exhale down. Step back plank. Lower. Inhale, back bend of your choice. Exhale, dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Warrior one on your inhale. Don't worry if the breaths go mad because you might be tired. Exhale down. Step back plank. Lower to the ground. Lift your heart. Downward dog. Pause, breathe. Okay, so in a moment we're going to finish this one. You can stop there, take a stretch, lie down, chill. As is usually the case with me, I start to really enjoy it when I'm hot, when I'm sort of in the middle of the practice. So I'm going to do one more. You can join me if you want. It will be fluid, but otherwise, turn this off, lie down, congratulate yourself wherever you've got to. Otherwise, you're going to finish off with me. Gaze to the front of the mat. Come forward. Chair. Open up. Exhale, fold. This might be your cue to fold to the ground and have a lie down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hinge. Make your way back to plank. Inhale, upward dog or whatever. Downward dog. Right leg high. Step it through for warrior one. Take your time to build warrior one. Inhale to open up. You've got to get that posture just right. Exhale down. Plank. Lower. Come up. Back bend. Round. To dog. Left leg high. Inhale. Step it through for warrior one. Take your time. Position everything well. Inhale to open up. Exhale, hands down. Step it back, plank, nearly there. Shift forward, lower down, lift your heart, round back, downward facing dog. Breathe. We're going to leave out the last chair, so you can stay here for another breath, or I would recommend bring the knees down, take them wide, toes together, sit the bum back, reach. Reach your arms forward. Have a few breaths. And once the breath starts to settle, just see if you want to take a little side bend here, because it's really the one thing the sun salutations don't have. So we're going to walk the hands over to the right, let the hips go back to the left. So you really need to reach away. I see a lot of dainty things. Bend the arms, dainty fingers, little soft movements. No, reach away, grip the floor and pull your left hip back. Don't hurt yourself, but also try and move away from this sense that, oh, I'm just a dainty little thing. No, we're strong creatures, we're made of muscles. That primal part of being a human being is very much still there, and it doesn't want to sit on the couch and watch Netflix and be all delicate and drink cups of tea all day. You want to be strong so that when you do take to the couch to watch Netflix, you can do it with good posture and really nice, both the really nice racks of ribs. The abdominal ones that are underneath your ones that you eat. If you eat ribs, I don't eat ribs, but you know, burgers, whatever it is. Guys, everyone wants a good rack. Such an idiot. Okay, walk to center. Take the hands over the other way. Nothing if not a plonker, but also quite a spiky plonker, so that's why I have comments on. Nobody really gives that much of a shit, do they? Stretch it out, enjoy. Hopefully you're feeling really good. This is what happens, you know, I started out feeling stiff and cold and a bit crunchy. And just thinking, you know, I want to do my training. I want to do this video. I've got a whole bunch of things to do. It's Friday. Normally I have a massive takeaway on a Friday night. It's amazing. Watch old episodes of Top of the Pops. But I like to feel really, I don't like chilling out on a Friday night when I feel like I've not done much physical. I like to feel well oiled. So here we are. This is the start for me. I hope it's really set you up. Come back to center. If you want to rest for longer, please do. Really hope you enjoyed that. And if you are, I've made this video for Ali. And I'm sure, Ali, that if you didn't hate me already, probably you do now, which is a problem because sisters for life, innit? You know, one of us would have to do something drastic to not be family. So if you do want to drop me a line, if you need a hand workshopping any of the movements, I know you love a sun salutation, I know you're capable of this. You might not want to do it all. Yeah. Chill, sleep, rest if you want to. Have a rest if you need to. If you're ready to close the practice with me, make your way to your comfortable seat. Hands down by the sides, palms facing forwards. It's a big stretch. I always like to imagine I'm drawing sunshine around myself. Arms all the way up and exhale, hands apart. It's one of the things that I like about yoga. It's this little closing practice. Thanks for joining me. I hope that was good. You know, I hope we'll do some more stuff, some different stuff. over the course of the spring and summer for the YouTube channel. It'll be a bit of Pilates, a bit of calisthenics, whatever I can think of to mash things together. See you later.